Bubble Busters!
My name's Heather. I'm a single mother and I live with my daughter, Marie. There's a mother's group that I spend time with, but I'm having a hard time with one mother there. She's called Katie. Katie's husband is a successful businessman. Because of that, she's always trying to one-up everyone by flaunting her luxurious lifestyle. One day, I was just throwing out the trash when Katie passed by and started talking to me. "Good morning, Heather. Are you out here throwing away trash?" "Hello, Katie. Yes, I am." "Oh, you have so little trash to throw away. I'm jealous. Maybe it's because my house is so big, but we end up throwing away so much trash all the time." "Oh, I see. Our garden's huge too, so we always have to rake the leaves and throw them away as well. I guess you don't have many things to buy either. That's why you don't have to throw much away." "I'd never be able to live so minimalistic." "Then I guess you don't have to." Just like this, every time Katie opens her mouth, all she does is talk about how rich she is. "By the way, we're all thinking of meeting up for a barbecue lunch, but I was wondering if you'd be okay." "Why would I not be okay?" "We're going to the restaurant I always go to, but now that I think about it, it might be a little expensive for normal people. Sorry, I didn't think about how much it would cost. I don't really think about the cost of things when I make decisions." "Is it that expensive?" "Well, not for me, but considering you're a single mother, if it's too expensive, don't worry about it. You can come again some other time." "It's seriously okay if you can't make it." "I think I'll be able to make it, but when is the lunch scheduled for?" "On Saturday, our husbands are going to look after the children, so us mothers can enjoy a delicious, relaxing lunch." "Oh, but I guess that'll be difficult for you, since you don't have a husband to look after your child." Katie knew exactly what she was doing. She scheduled the lunch on Saturday because she knew I'd have to stay home and look after Marie. On top of already knowing that I wouldn't be able to make it, she came by just to rub it in. "Go drown in a pile of leaves." As you pointed out, I have to look after Marie on weekends, so I won't be able to make it this time. Just as I thought. "Don't worry though, we'll have fun on your behalf. I'll bring you back the scent of the barbecue as a present." "No thanks." Just like that, Katie left. Did she really only come around to show off? Saturday came around and I was spending time at home with Marie. "For lunch today, how about we go eat barbecue?"
Barbecue? Yes! I wanted to eat meat.
It's not that I needed to get back at Katie, but after all that talk about barbecues, it made me want to eat some. So Marie and I headed for a barbecue restaurant.
I'm so excited to eat meat!
"Barbecue Dojian. Let's go here." Once we got into the restaurant, we realized that the mother's group was eating here too. It looks like we chose the same place. "No way, Heather. What are you doing here?" "We came to eat barbecue. What else would we be doing here?" "This is an expensive restaurant, though. Are you okay? Are you sure you haven't made a mistake? You haven't ordered yet, so it's not too late to leave." "Katie, thanks for your concern, but I haven't made a mistake, so it's fine." "Are you going to order the cheapest dish and share it together? That would be so rude. The restaurant staff might kick you out if you do that." "You're so annoying." "Our table's over there, so see you later." We got to our table, but Katie kept checking on us. She'd look at us, then whisper something to the other mothers. I was fed up at this point, so in a loud voice, I ordered 2 servings of the most expensive dish on the menu.
It looks so good!
"Dig in, Marie." "Wait a second, Heather. That's the most expensive dish on the menu. Are you sure you're okay with ordering that? That there's probably 1 week's worth of food expenses for a single mother like you, right? Don't scare me like that." Even as a single mother, I can afford at least this much. Is that what you came all the way over here to say? Liar! You don't have to show off like that. Don't even bother trying to compete with us. You know you'll just lose. Why do you keep bothering us? Why don't you go back to your own table and finish your lunch? All your meat will get burnt if you're not careful. With that, Katie finally went back to her table, but I overheard her saying to the other mothers, Heather's so poor, but she ordered the most expensive dish to try to show off to us. Maybe she's working nights, if you know what I mean. Or she has a sugar daddy. As a single mother, there's no way she can afford such an expensive lunch. She didn't realize that I could hear everything she was saying. I couldn't take it anymore. I know I shouldn't stoop down to Katie's level, but she needed to be taught a lesson. There's no way she's getting away with this. Troublebusters! I don't think we could possibly eat anymore, so do you want to get going?
Yes, I'm stuffed.
Oh, looks like your stomach can't handle expensive meat. Stop slithering out of nowhere like wet noodles. It's creepy. Are you sure you have enough money to pay for your meal? Don't do anything embarrassing like ask me to lend you money, okay? I'm absolutely fine. After all, I have this. Why do you have a platinum credit card? Are you okay? You sound like a scratched record. This is my card.
Thank you. Here's your card.
No, there's no way you'd have such a card. Did you steal it, you thief? Look, my name's on it.
Why are these people arguing in front of the cashier? There aren't other people around, so it's okay, but...
But how could a single mother living in an apartment own such a card? It doesn't make any sense. I guess you didn't know, but the apartment building that I live in was built by my late husband. He also single-handedly built 2 other apartments in his name. Are you talking about some video game? No, look at this. I showed Katie some photos in my phone.
Obnoxious rich mom versus platinum credit card mom. Fight!
The photos were of my late husband, Marie, and I standing in front of the apartment building I now live in while it was under construction. We took photos while the apartment was still under construction. Soon after the construction was completed, though, my husband passed away. My husband was a successful businessman, and he was in charge of constructing a lot of new apartments. In his field, he was quite well known, but his passion for work took a toll on his body, and he sadly passed away. He made this card for me when he was still alive. That's why I always carry it with me. Oh! The apartment I live in now holds so many memories of him. That's why I don't want to move out.
I can't take it anymore. How bittersweet.
Be poor because I'm a single mother, but because of my late husband, fortunately, I'm not. I had no idea about your late husband. That's because, unlike someone, I don't go around talking about superficial things.
That's a knockout! Platinum credit card mom wins!
I'm sorry about all this.
No worries, ma'am. I was actually thoroughly entertained. Here you go. Have a candy, little one.
Thank you.
Well, we better be off. Katie, let me know if you're ever interested in living in one of my apartments. Katie was too stunned to speak as we left.
Would you also like to pay? Hello?
The other mothers had seen what had happened between Katie and I. I didn't want to have to flaunt the superficial things I have, but I got to see Katie stumped, which was more than I could ask for. After that, 2 things greatly changed around me. One was that all the mothers couldn't stop talking about how my husband had built and owned 3 apartment buildings. The mothers that were at the barbecue restaurant seemed to have been spreading the story. I didn't really mind it, but because of this, I did have some mothers trying to suck up to me, which was kind of awkward. The other big change was that Katie got divorced. It turns out that Katie would recklessly spend money on things like sports goods, spas, and getting her nails done. Apparently, her husband wasn't a fan of her spending habits, also of her consistently flaunting her luxurious lifestyle. It was exactly that kind of behavior that drove him away. Even though Katie was the richest out of all the mothers in our group, all her wealth came from her husband. So after they got divorced, obviously things changed greatly for her. One day, I bumped into Katie outside my apartment. "Katie, what are you doing here?" "It's none of your business." It was obvious Katie didn't have as much money as before. She no longer wore excessive jewelry or carried brand goods. "That's a big bag you have there. What's in it?" "I said it's none of your business." With that, Katie ran away clutching that big bag. I could tell something was off. A few days later, I found out exactly what's going on. It turned out that Katie had snuck into her ex-husband's house and stolen money and precious items. Even after divorce, she couldn't let go of her previous luxurious lifestyle. Yet she wouldn't work, so she ended up using up all her money just like that. She begged her ex-husband for more money, but he refused to give her any. So she resorted to stealing from him, according to Katie. "These are all my things. We just got divorced, so I was just taking my things out of his house." But she'd obviously taken some of his belongings too, so she was swiftly arrested. "Wasn't it you who earlier accused me of being a thief?" I knew I had to teach her a lesson, but I didn't think things would turn out like this. Marie and I are still happily living in the apartment my late husband built for us. If you walk over everyone and only care about superficial things, like Katie, you're likely to meet a bitter end. Marie and I are still grateful for all the little things and the time we got to spend together. Trouble busters!